Hi Chim, this is Tran from INFO1430. I'm here to explain my work for assignment 1. Task 1, build a topology. So here my topology, I divide it into two halves because it includes two buildings. So the half left will be the business headquarters building, and the half right will be the engineering and test building. Each building will have one distribution and three edge switches, one for data center. Especially for the headquarters building, it will have one more router, and it will connect to the router of the ISP. So for the name, I put R stand for router and S for switch, and the name of the building headquarters ENT is gonna stand for engineering and test, and ISP here. And next I put the dist is gonna stand for distribution, and H1 H2 F3, especially H1 I indicated for the data center. So I put cables at required to interface channel, and this is just a single interface to and I use crossover for connect between switches and straight cable for the router and switch. Between distribution switches, I use fiber optic. To use fiber optic, I have to use this port, write it into here. So I create two ports for two interface on the channel. And to power it on, I just write AC power supply into here to power it on. And okay, and for between routers, I use zero DCE here. And to use cable to connect between router, I have to write HWIC2T into here. Okay, and next for the VLANs, I use the first VLAN for. So for the next task VLANs, I config the first number 1 for the headquarters and first number is 2 for the engineering and test building. Okay, here I show you example of it. Show VLAN. So here from 11 to 15 is gonna be the departments of the business headquarters building, and from 21 to 23 is gonna be the departments of engineering and test building. And for the step Wi-Fi and guest Wi-Fi, I put it into 60 and 70. It's just randomly. And I also trunk the inter-switch link. It means trunk the link between switches. Trunk it all. And okay, and for the IP address of each VLAN, I'm gonna show you. Run. Alright, so I'm gonna use the third object is the VLAN ID. So for VLAN 1, the third object will be 1, and the same 11, VLAN 11 is gonna be 11 for the third object. And of course, the second object is gonna be my two last digit of my student number. And for the last object, I just pick 4. Because the headquarters building is gonna have departments of finance, HR, operations, customer service, and business data center. So I'm gonna config it to be the root bridge of VLAN 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and also both Wi-Fi is gonna be 60 and 70. And of course, I have to explain why I use the IP address for the router headquarters in here in 0030. It will be this port. I use the IP address 201.202.96, my last two digits of my serial number, and 50, because if I use the 48, it's gonna be the first range of the IP address, so that range it has to be between 48 and 51, so I have to pick those two in between of the range, because the 49 is already assigned to use for ISP router, so I have to pick 50 for the router of the headquarters. And of course the subnet mask is gonna be like that because this in the network provided it has to be /30, so the last octet is gonna be 252. So I think the last one I have to explain you is TASIC. It's gonna be the IP routing table. So at here I for the network 201.202.96. So the last octet is gonna be 0, and for the subnet mask, the third three octet is gonna be the wildcard, so it's gonna be 02, and then while the last octet is gonna be 3. So if I take 255 minus 252, it's gonna be 3, so 3 is gonna be the last octet of the of that. And I think that's all I need to explain to you today. The more you will understand, it's gonna be in the lab book of my document. Anyways, thank you for your listening. Have a nice day.